Tonight, you fall asleep at 70. Tomorrow, you wake up 69. One wrinkle is gone. Your knees no longer hurt. And next year, it happens again. It sounds like the greatest gift a human could receive. But this gift hides three traps. One birthday could erase your legal identity. Another could separate you from everyone you love. And the final birthday is so strange that most people never see it coming. So, would you still take the deal? First, 3 rules. Your body loses 1 biological year every 12 months. Your memories stay, and everyone else keeps aging normally. You are not traveling into the past. The world races forward while one clock inside you turns the other way. New cities rise, friends grow older. Only your cells reverse. For the first few decades, this feels perfect. That is exactly why the first trap is so easy to miss. At 65, stairs become easy. At 55, your eyesight sharpens. At 45, you recover like an athlete. By 40, you have a younger body and a lifetime of judgment. You could start over without starting from zero. Learn faster. Work longer. Avoid old mistakes. Doctors would study you. Companies would compete for you. For 30 years, reverse aging looks unbeatable. Then one morning, the face in the mirror stops matching the life in your records. Imagine having 95 years of memories inside a 25-year-old body. A border officer thinks your passport is fake. A bank flags your account. An employer calls your career history impossible. Every system assumes your face and your birth date move in the same direction. Yours do not. You could prove your identity with records and DNA, but every ordinary interaction becomes an argument. And paperwork is not the cruelest mismatch. The person sitting across from you is changing too. Your partner grows older while you grow younger. Every anniversary pulls your appearances farther apart. Eventually, your children look older than you. Then your grandchildren do. Family photographs begin to look as if they were arranged in the wrong order. The love is real, but strangers question it. Loss still comes, only now you watch everyone you love move toward the end while you move toward the beginning. Then your own child may have to answer an impossible question. Which one of you is legally the adult? Here is a question nobody asks. When do you retire if you become healthier every year? At the age on your birth certificate or the age of your cells? Could a person with a 20-year-old body and 100 years of experience compete in professional sport? Should they return to work? Pensions, insurance, voting, medicine, and education all rely on one predictable order. Reverse that order and the calendar stops explaining what your body can do. But the real break happens on one specific birthday, 18. On your 18th birthday, you are physically 18. 1 year later, you are 17. Does the government take your license? Can you still vote, sign a contract, own a home, or live alone? Your mind may hold a century of experience, yet the world sees a minor. At 14, your independence shrinks further. At 10, ordinary adult spaces become physically unsafe. You know exactly how life works, but life slowly removes your permission to use it. And below 10, biology introduces an even darker problem. We assumed your memories survive, but memories are not files floating outside the body. They depend on physical connections inside the brain. A child's brain has different chemistry, structure, and capacity. If your brain truly reverses, some memories may blur, then disappear. You could record your life in journals and videos. You could build an external archive of yourself. But reading about a first kiss is not the same as remembering it. Eventually, someone else would need to remember who you were for you. Your adult children could become your legal guardians. Families might write handover plans decades in advance. Who controls the bank account? Who protects the memory archive? Who makes medical decisions? A home might slowly transform from an apartment into a nursery. The challenge would be dignity. Caregivers would need to respect an ancient life inside a body that can no longer express it. This is where the fantasy becomes a family tragedy, and the clock is still moving toward the last birthday. At 3, you need constant care. At 1, language and movement are almost gone. Then the clock reaches 0. The last chapter looks like a birth played backward. Adult belongings disappear. The body becomes completely dependent, and finally it can no longer sustain itself. Reverse aging was never immortality. The direction changed. The limit did not. Every birthday gave you youth, but also removed 1 year from the remaining map. That is the hidden ending promised at the beginning. So why did the deal sound so beautiful? Because we confuse aging with only decline. Aging does bring damage, but our shared direction also organizes trust, responsibility, family, and meaning. Youth normally comes before wisdom, so life has a sequence. Learn, choose, then pass things on. Reverse the body and wisdom arrives before dependence. You do not defeat mortality. You trade one kind of ending for another, which means the real choice is harder than simply asking whether you want to feel young again. Here is the offer one last time. You regain strength, energy, and decades of possibility. You revisit the world with wiser eyes, but your face separates from your identity. Your loved ones age past you. Your rights may disappear. Your memories may follow. And the final countdown ends at the beginning. Maybe the better dream is not to move backward. Maybe it is to keep curiosity moving forward while the body changes. If the choice appeared tonight, would you reverse your clock?